Welcome to Planet Marzipan podcast,
your fish and Marillion podcast,
where we talk about all things in the planet of Marillion and fish. I'm Mezza, and here's my mate,
Craig Houston.
Hello, welcome to Planet Marzipan. I'm Mezza. I'm here with my good friend,
Craig.
And we have lots of returning guests for you for this Charting the Single episode today. We welcome back. Right. Well, yeah, there you go.
Big word.
Good word. We welcome back Lucy Jordache.
Hooray!
Hello. We welcome back James Levey.
Yay!
Hey, James. We welcome back Mark McCormac.
Hey.
Hello.
Howdy.
We welcome back Nathan Page.
Hello.
Hello. And we welcome back Mikey Kay.
Heidi, hi.
How are we all? All right?
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, not bad.
Good.
Well, I've got flu.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
Too many holidays.
We're
I'll
all
have a
right.
lot of editing out of coughing, but you know.
You haven't got flu. What is it with men?
Okay, man
If
flu.
you had flu, you'd be in bed.
Is it just an excuse to
Men.
drink
I am
hot
in
toddy?
bed.
And there's the level, folks. That's how it's going to be tonight. So we're all going to be wrong. Lucy's going to be right. Let's just get that straight from the off. Yeah.
That's why we're
Correct.
discussing sympathy.
Yes.
Yeah. Where's the sympathy, Lucy?
Oh, there isn't any, Mark.
Sympathy was released as a Marillion single on the 11th of May, 1995. Craig,
Two.
how old?
Five. Hello.
Two.
1992.
Sorry. I can't read my own writing. Two. How old were you on the 11th of May, 1992?
I was 19.
Okay. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just about to hit 20 in the September. Ooh.
There isn't a Wikipedia entry for the Marillion single. There is one for the Rare Bird song, which credits a number of cover versions. And that reads that Sympathy is a song by the English progressive rock band Rare Bird. It became the band's only UK chart entry when it peaked at number 27 in the singles chart in 1970. It reached number 1 in Italy and in France. And it peaked at number 98 in Australia, becoming the group's only top 100 appearance there. The lyrics reflect on those out in the cold at night because there's not enough love to go around, and ask for sympathy towards the poor and hungry in the world. It's been covered by The Family Dog. It's been covered by Toya Wilcox in 1985. The Marillions in 1992, and Faithless sampled it in 2001. It was the lead single from the compilation 6 of One, Half a Dozen of the Other. And yeah, we're going to talk about the single and the B-sides and the video and the formats, if that's all right, folks.
Kidding.
So, in order, the lead track is obviously a cover of Sympathy. Lucy, what do you think of it?
I bloody love it.
It's a good start.
Proper. I remember because I was just a fan then, remember. I wasn't at the record company or anything. And I remember when I heard it on the radio, I just thought, oh, this is so good. This is so good. It sounded just like Marillion. It sounded like they had written it. For me, it was the work, the lyrics were what H would write and the music was what the band would write. I love it. Love. Still love it now. Wish they played it.
Yeah, me too. Brilliant.
So I shall have a word.
Okay, please do. Mark, what do you make of it?
I love it. Actually, I was talking to Mark this afternoon, and I meant to ask him about whose idea it was in the first place. Was it H, Lucy?
I think it wasn't it H heard it on the jukebox while they were recording. Is that not right?
Yeah, it was when they were doing Season's End. It was on the jukebox,
Yeah.
Stone and Vine. Yeah.
I didn't know the song at the time, but I went out on the back of that and I bought the best of Rare Bird CD. And I think the original suffers a bit from production, but I think the Marillion version, it just sounded so like, as Lucy said, so like Marillion. Great guitar solo by Steve, and yeah, the topic is just perfect for Marillion. When I heard it, I thought it was Marillion as well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what? This is going to sound really stupid as well, but I'm going to say it because somebody listening will empathize with this. I could sing it. You know, I like singing along in my car to songs and stuff, and you know, not just Marillions. Some songs they're hard to sing, but I could sing Sympathy. It was all in the right key. I didn't have to strain myself, and that made me love it even more because I was like, I could imagine myself, you know, singing it on a stage, which you know that. So, anyway, carry on.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Mikey, what do you make of Sympathy?
Oh, I've always loved it. It's absolutely fantastic. And the thing about it for me is it's a band that sound at the top of the game. And I know you can say that so many times through the career, but they just nailed this. And like Lucy said, they made it their own. You know, it sounds nothing like the original unless you hear the acoustic version of it, which is closer to it. But it's just rip roaring from start to finish, and they really, really did make it their own. And I agree with Lucy as well. They should bring it out a lot more often than what they do.
Yeah.
I'll have a word.
Craig?
I'm joining the throng. I've loved it from the first second I heard it, and you know the original is quite leaden and it's plodding and it's not that interesting. What the guys did, I mean, they almost rewrote it. I mean, the guitar solo and everything in it is all brand new. You know, that's all Robbers. So they did definitely make it their own. And I love I mean, I know some people, even H says he prefers the acoustic version. Well, I prefer the full studio band version, all the bang and clatter and everything. I just think it's absolutely epic. And I think, you know, it was quite successful in the time, you know, for chart positions and stuff. And I think it's interesting to have Chris Kimsey back to produce this.
I was going to say myself, yeah, the production by Chris Kimsey is brilliant. It brings it out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, they're top notch. And again, when they played it in '92 on the 10th anniversary gig at Wembley, yeah, great stuff.
Yeah. Nath, Sympathy.
Love it. As others have said, the instrumentation sounds very Marillion. The Hammond organ is very much an area that Mark was going into. If you look at kind of Brave and the instrumentation he was using at that point, classic Rothers guitar solo. It is. If you didn't know it was a cover, you could easily think it is a Marillion song written by them, played by them. It is classic Marillion.
Brilliant. James?
Yeah, I can't.
Nah, I hate it.
Load of old tosh.
Yeah, cut him off. Sorry, carry on.
No, I really like it. I think, you know, I was trying to think of this. I think it was the first Marillion single I bought on release after I became a fan. And yeah, really, really good. It sounds like, as everybody has said, a Marillion song. My notes, if you want me to go into notes, A is H led. H put the structure together on piano first as an idea and floated it around the guys, and then they went to Nomis for a week or so to jam around and play around with that and some other ideas, and then it was recorded at Metropolis with Chris Kimsey. And that sort of ringing guitar break on the bridge before into the solo and coming out, that came out of a jam. And H went, oh, that'd be really good for Sympathy. So that was tried for there. And I've heard different versions of it with extended guitar solos in the middle and the end. And then they shortened it down for the single version.
Cool. Yeah, well, I'm not going to disagree with any of you because it's brilliant, isn't it? It's dramatic. It's light and dark. It's the subject matter's absolutely on the money for the band and their ethos. And it was a great. I was already looking forward to 6 of 1, but it made me want it even more, you know. And to get the single, we will talk about the B-sides, but to get I Will Walk on Water on here on that first CD as well was really exciting to get some new stuff from my favourite band. The second track on the first CD single, is a version of Kaylee. I'm looking at James here because it's reputedly from an Argentinian TV program. James is shaking his head. So Do you want to tell us the background to this, James?
I think, and I might be wrong, but I think it's recorded potentially at the Racket Club. But it might be the first things that they recorded at the Racket Club, or it was at Metropolis. But there is a version. It is a studio version rather than an Argentinian live version, because you, on the same dats as everything else, it's there with the guitar error. That's how I know it's the same, with the little
Right.
slip in the solo. And I think it may have been pitched at one point to maybe have it on the 6 of 1 with
Right.
H singing Kaylee. I don't know how true that is, but that's where it's from.
Okay. I mean, it's produced by Privet as well, isn't it? So
Yeah. So it might be one of the first things they did at Racket.
yeah.
See,
Or
something
Racket
like
Club.
that wouldn't surprise us, because I was talking to John the other day when we're on my little road trip, and I do remember when 6 of 1 came out. Fish had mentioned the release coming out in one of the company magazines, and he was talking about, there's a potential that EMI, they could re-release Kaylee as a single. It'd be interesting to see it going back up the charts again. And you think, yeah, the record company and the band were never going to let that fly. So potentially there could have been a re-recording and a re-release as a single, but with H singing. I mean, there is form now, because Best Sounds has
yeah.
a cracking version of a studio version of Kaylee with H singing.
Yeah, we did that because the Latin American audience, we got the CD released over there, but they would only release it if it had Kaylee on it. And we said, well, we're not putting Fish's version, so we'll record H singing it properly. So that's why we did that.
And it's cracking.
It
is. The album's on Spotify, the Best Sounds, so check it out. But it's not on Amazon.
Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Oh, honest to God,
unless Nathan's got some reach that we don't know about. Yeah.
Just keeping up with all these things. Best Sounds on Amazon. Leave it with me. I'll get it on.
Okay. Has anybody listened to this version of Kaylee recently?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I listened this afternoon.
Yeah. Anything you want to say about it? It's clearly studio, isn't it?
I'm glad James cleared it up, because it sounded like a studio version to me.
Yeah.
H was in good voice. He sang it well, a good version.
Yeah. I've got Mark's cold.
Oh no.
Sorry, did I just sing really loudly?
Flu. And I've no sympathy for you, so you just staying on topic, yeah?
It's a podcast about sympathy, Mark. Try harder.
Too late for that.
Anybody else got any more comments about this version of Kaylee, other than it's really good?
I have to say, I wasn't overly taken by it. I think H's vocals on it is brilliant, but it feels a little bit plodding to me. It feels like it's like a little bit more.
It's quite dry sounding, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all whether he's playing is really good, it's not the sound that he uses in Kaylee, if that makes any sense. It just, I don't think it quite delivers anywhere. It's a shame, because I think it's getting there. It's just missing a little something.
Well, there's another version on the other CD single, so we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yes, we will.
The third track on the first CD single is the 5-inch mix of a new song, I Will Walk on Water. Lucy, have you played this recently?
No, I haven't done any homework at all.
Okay.
But I know that song, obviously, and I like it. I know it gets some hate, doesn't it? I think probably.
I don't know, does it?
No.
But I was the same as you. To be honest, I was the same as you, John. I used to buy all the singles then, and it was like, it's some new music by my favourite band, so I didn't actually fucking care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I really liked it. I think I even liked it when they played it live a few years ago now. It was a bit of a train wreck, but when you don't hear things like very often. It's like, oh, it's like it's a new song.
Absolutely, yeah. Mark, what do you make of I Will Walk on Water?
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it from the start. I like it when the band take chances, and they seem to be taking chances in this. It was a very different sound with the Mark and the organ, and the bigger than money, bigger than power. Vocals at the end. It's very like Yes, Trevor Rabin era, Yes, or something like that. It was very different from Marillion. I thought it was great. Loved it. And I remember seeing it live back in the day as well, and it was the first time I'd seen Mark singing back in vocals and stuff, which took me by surprise. But yeah, great song. Love it.
Brilliant. Mikey.
Love it.
Well, back in the day, I hated it. It was almost in the same league as How Can It Hurt for me.
No.
No.
How Can It Hurt is in a league of its own.
As the years rolled on, I did find a particular love for it, and in particular the 5-inch mix. I think it's far superior to the version
Is it radically
that was on the
different?
album. There's a few. I think there's definitely the bass and the drums are higher in the mix, but there's a bit towards the end where everything kind of falls away, and you've just got the "I Will Walk on Water" thing being sung with very minimal
like a keyboard
instrumentation
wash,
behind.
isn't it? Yeah.
But that fall away doesn't happen on the album version. Interestingly, I haven't had the 98 remaster of Holidays in Eden on for a very long time, and I had to listen to the alternative mix that's on the CD2 of that, which has got a very, very lengthy instrumental introduction. Drops the first verse surprisingly, but it's an awesome mix. It really is good, and it's about a minute longer than what we've got with the 5-inch mix. I don't think it's better than the 5-inch mix, but it's definitely worth a listen. And if you've got Apple Music, it's definitely on there.
Okay, cool. Greg, I Will Walk on Water 5-inch mix.
Yeah, it's a cracking little ditty, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was great to have the new song. But I mean, again, we were talking about this the other day. It's a bit strange to have the only new other song apart from Sympathy, like you say, on the single before the 601 came out, because then it cuts the album off at the shins a little bit for somebody to buy the album for the 2 new tracks when they're both on the single. But
yeah,
no,
from a marketing point of view, it made no sense, did it?
No, it was just a bit silly. But no, it's a good tune. I remember them playing it live again at Wembley, and yeah, it was good. And it's great to have some new music, because Holidays was only the year previous, so it was nice. Even if it was only a couple of new tracks, we had something which and then we had a long break for.
I was going to say there's a bit of a wait after that, wasn't there? Yeah, but yeah. Nath.
Love it. It's punchy. It's in your face. Does it sound like Marillion of that era? Probably not. But again, I'm a little bit biased. It was one of the first tracks I ever saw them do live, almost 20 years ago. I think that was the last time they played it, 2007. So yeah, love it. I agree with Mikey though. The alternate mix with the like about a minute long intro is definitely worth tracking down. It's quite atmospheric, the introduction. Definitely recommend.
Cool. James,
do you want the background to it?
Yes, please. Well, what do you think of it first?
I really like it. Again, it's sort of new. They were becoming my favorite band, and as Lou said, new music. New songs, like, oh, this is really good, and I wish they play it now and again in the conventions, because I think it's something different. It reminds me a little bit of the, especially what came next with Brave. This is a bit of a light music style, sort of it sits in the middle really, between both. But no, I like it.
Much as I love Brave, these 2 tracks make me wonder what an album with H era produced by Chris Kimsey would sound like, because I think these have an energy and a sort of an openness to them. I mean, I've no problem with Brave. It's my favourite Marillion album, but what would a Kimsey produced album have sounded like? If it's like these two tracks, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But I still like Chris Neil's production on Holidays because it gave it a lighter feel. Yes, people say it's a commercial, but you've got 100 Nights, you've got Splinter and Heart. You can't fault them.
No, you can't. But again, as I said, these have a certain energy and a big open drum sound that isn't really on that album. But anyway,
But it takes a bit of the Holiday Zine sort of writing style that Chris Neil brought to the band around how to construct a shorter, punchier song.
True. Yeah.
And I guess maybe it's just me, but I also see that, Bigger Than Money, Bigger Than Power, it's almost starting. And as they jammed it in early 92, H was starting to try an earlier version of the music had Living with the Big Lie lyrics over the top of it.
Okay.
As a tryout, because he was starting to try and bring that into the jams. It comes from two ideas. One, the impossible one from the Holidays in Eden session, which is effectively the chorus, I think, if I'm right. And this one came from the jam of Mark's echo keyboards. Then it just naturally led into Pete's bass, and then Rothers joined in, and the song sort of that idea wrote itself. I think the lyrics are from a bus journey H did, or was on the bus journey and was looking at rain through the window, and to him it started coming through the window at him, and that sort of inspired the lyrics, or the beginning of the lyrics. But so it came together in sort of January 92, and then they went off to Metropolis to record it. I'm just looking at my notes, had a few different ideas for the middle eight. That's the one thing they had a problem with. They couldn't really pin that down, so that sort of went through there. And it was more guitar led at one point, again with more solos from Rothers, and then they sort of pared it back a bit. So yeah, that's sort of the background to that. If you want another little nugget, because they wanted to try and have another song on 6 of 1, they also tried a little bit of Reactor 1, and they also tried again with You Don't Need Anyone as well.
Really?
Yeah.
So close.
So what could have been?
Exactly. The second CD single, I don't know, was it released a week later, Craig? I can't really remember.
I think most of it was actually out on the same week.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember. But this is where all of the formats have got a massive boo-boo on them.
Why?
Because they've got the dates wrong for the live stuff.
Okay, well, it's credited. There's another version of Kaylee credited as Aston Villa Leisure Centre on the 27th of September 1990.
It's 1991 because it's from the Holidays tour, not 1990.
Okay.
So they've done that with Dryland as well.
Yeah.
So the 27th of the 9th, kind of the 29th of the 9th, right? But it's 1991, not 1990.
Oh dear.
Daft buggers.
Yeah, it was my birthday as well.
Well, there you go. Both years, weirdly. Yeah.
Both years, yeah. Funny that.
The chances, yeah. Have you again? Sorry, these are Kaylee and Dryland are two great tracks that we all know and love. But has anybody listened to these versions?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yes.
And that would like to talk about it? Would be handy for a podcast.
I think the thing at the time is that we didn't really have H era live Marillion stuff at hand. So to have anything at all was an absolute nugget. The version of Dryland here is absolutely
gorgeous.
amazing.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely amazing. It's if you can dig this out on a streaming service somewhere, it's absolutely brilliant.
It's on the
89 to 95
singles volume 2, 89 to 95.
Yes,
streaming.
yeah.
Is it the first night at Hammersmith on that tour? Am I right?
I think so.
I would think so, James. You usually are. You certainly know more than any of us.
Yeah. But the live version of Kaylee is just pitch perfect, and the recording sounds fantastic. And say especially with Dryland, I'm with Mikey on that. These two live versions are absolutely superb.
Both Privet Hedge productions as well.
Yeah, he was the sound guy at the time, wasn't
He
he?
was, yeah.
Yeah.
But must be one of the last things he did with them, was it?
No, he was with them for
No,
Brave, I think.
When did he go?
Brave, yeah.
When did he go
After
off?
Brave.
Oh, up to
Yeah.
Brave, right? Okay, another tour, yeah. Then yeah, okay.
I think what's a really nice touch about it is the fact that you've obviously it's come off 6 of 1. You've got a Fish track and an H track, so it's almost this is what's coming. You're going to get a good mix of Fish and H. I think that's a really nice touch, and potentially they've put some thought into that.
Yeah, somebody AMI might have done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a case of they've put their version of their biggest single on, and they've also put a version of their last single on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely think a bit of thought went into it.
I'm confused. Why were there 2 singles?
Part 1 and part 2. It was how things worked in those
4
days, wasn't
formats.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
4
The
formats.
digipack there, Lucy. You
Yeah.
buy one, then you buy the second one, and you can
You
add
got
the
a
CDs
card
of the
in that
seconds
says
to the first.
next week.
I've got what Nathan's got. I bought I bought the picture disc. I don't think I had a CD player then. Yeah. What formats were there then? Or am I jumping ahead and ruining?
We can do it now.
We can do
because
that
we're going
now.
to build up to you reading the lyrics, but there was CD1, CD2, as we've already talked about. There was a 7-inch which Craig's got.
Show me.
Yeah, and I hadn't realised-
I had that.
I hadn't-
That's what
yeah.
I had.
Oh, Mikey's got, yeah.
I had
And I
that.
hadn't
And the
realised
picture disc.
mine's a
What's the-
promo.
What's the B side of the 7-inch?
It's the Keeley from the Aston Villa Leisure Centre
Okay,
on the 7-inch.
Yeah, I
And
don't
the-
think I had the CDs until later because not sure I had a CD player.
okay.
And then we've got the 12-inch picture disc, which I think it's really striking. I think the art on this is really striking. So you've got the Sympathy on the 12-inch, and you've got the Keeley from Aston Villa and Dryland from Hammersmith on the B side of the 12-inch. And I think this is, yes, and I've got that as well, John.
What's that
It's
one?
flashing up.
This is
It
a
is the
promo
promotion.
box
Oh, okay.
with
So
a
within that box, you have
within a
the
fact
cassette
fact
single.
sheet.
Come on, read out some of the facts. Go for it.
Some facts. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
read out some Marillion facts from 1992. Good.
For all their UK success and despite their popularity on the US college circuit, Marillion has yet to register a top 20 hit in the States. But they're in good company. British music institutions such as the Smiths, the Jam, and Roxy Music don't have a top 20 hit between them. The British band with the most top 20 hits at home without registering one in America is the Shadows with 35. Not really a Marillion fact, is it? But you know.
35. They have 35.
35 hits in America, the Shads.
Yeah. Apache was re-released 35 times.
Who knew that? Bloody hell, who knew that?
In their early days, Marillion boasted a faster turnover of drummers than Spinal Tap. Starting in 1983 with Mick Pointer bashing the Skins, the group subsequently devoured Andy Ward, John Martyr, Jonathan Mover, and finally recruited Ian Mosley before the end of the year. Mosley is still Marillion's drummer.
And he's the best one.
It missed that bit off, but yes, he is. Isn't
They
he?
should have put that, and they
Yes.
put 5th time lucky.
So this little box has got that fact sheet with lots more of those things. It's got a version of the CD2 and it's got a cassette single,
Oh, how cute.
which it's just a TDK with a sticker that says Marillion Sympathy on it. But there you go. It's a nice item. But Craig and I have both got them, so they didn't do the job by getting to any sort of record DJs or record
Yeah.
programs.
No, see,
They went
it's
straight
people
to
like
the record.
you that fucked us.
Sorry. I've paid for 3 of Brother's cars, I'll have you know. At least.
Hey, at least we took them for dinner at a movie first. Come on.
That's a t-shirt and a half, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what the album should be called.
Yeah, John and Craig fucked with it.
It's people like you that fucked us.
Moving on from that. Craig, have you watched the video for this recently?
Yes. Now, this is a funny one because they recorded the video in Mexico when they were on a South American tour, and it was directed by Bill Smith. And most of the footage went missing. So it's cobbled together. I think there's only about a quarter of the footage that they actually shot. that still existed. So it was rapidly, pieced together and edited to make a video out of it. I mean, it's all right. It's in a sepia kind of dusty kind of in Mexico City. The band just performing in a street with lots of footage of Mexican people and police cars and things. It's a canny little video. And you've got Mark Kelly at the time with his little X baseball cap on, which was from the Malcolm X film, because that was all quite big at the time. So it just happened a bit of time, and so, well, I'll use that for that.
I thought
But
John's
yeah.
now going to go, and here's the remaining footage.
No.
He's been sitting on it for 35 years.
You said it was lost, but yes.
Well, no,
behind the bin.
it's a canny little video. But also, when I was doing a bit of a dig around, there's a because they never did Top of the Pops, they never invited on around about that time. But there is some footage from a daytime show where the band are actually playing Sympathy. It was on the week that the single actually got into the charts, and it's a live version, and they're actually singing and playing live, but they're doing like an acoustic version of it rather than the full band version of it. So it's up on YouTube. Check it out. It's quite canny.
Cool. Anybody else seen it
Yes.
recently?
Not recently.
No.
But I
Okay.
can remember it.
Yeah. Is that accurate? I mean, I've seen it as well, but yeah,
The bands are very well lit. They're
I don't know.
Very well lit.
Keep talking to yourselves for a second. I'll just go and ask Ian.
It does look very warm, and it looks like in parts like an episode of Breaking Bad.
Yes.
But Steve looks
Breaking
suitably
Bad.
gorgeous in the thing. He's got his sultry pouting lips throughout the thing. It's brilliant. I think it's a gorgeous video. I think it's one of the best ones they've done.
Yeah, and he's got his white shirt on and his black waistcoat that he was wearing on the holidays tour as well. Yeah.
Game, it didn't really get played anyway, did it? Really?
Did it never got a snippet on Top of the Pops or anything like that? The video?
No, I think it was on the chart show.
Chart show, yeah.
Yeah, it was on the chart show a bit, and back then, I think it was playlisted a bit on VH1, a bit on MTV as well. So it did get to see it.
Yeah,
so it was around about.
He's eating his dinner, but he said it was a really good laugh. He said doing the video, he said they really enjoyed it, really good fun. And what happened? The stuff, the footage, Bill Smith and whoever he was with doing the shoot, they just left it in a shed in Mexico and got home and went, "Oh, we've left it in a shed in Mexico." And so they had some stuff on the cameras, but not a couple of the reels that had the main stuff on it that was in a shed in Mexico, never to be seen again.
Yeah, one job, Bill. Come on, you had one job.
I know, but it's that thing of, did you pick it up? Yeah, have you got it? Yeah, need. I understand.
Yeah, looks.
I would have gone mad.
Is it going to be that thing like in 20 years, like a Lost Doctor Who episode? Suddenly somebody's going to come out and go, "I've got the footage."
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go around some sheds in Mexico and see what we can find. Jesus, that'd be scary.
It would.
Well,
But I think the videos but the artwork for the single is building up to the album cover. I actually prefer the Sympathy cover to the 601 sleeve for some reason. I just think it's a bit more.
I do. It just looks very highly polished, doesn't it? It's gorgeous. It really is.
And I remember we were in London, me and Mikey, and we were in London the week that 601 was released, and going into HMV. It's the only time where HMV, I can remember, pulled out all the stops for.
It was a huge display, wasn't it?
It was a huge. It was all along the wall. You had the big X's and posters and stuff. I wish we'd had a camera with it at the time.
Oh,
it was really impressive.
That'll cost the MI a bob or two, won't it? Anything else you want to say about the Sympathy releases before we get Lucy to do her magic, perform her magic in reciting the lyrics?
I think they picked the right formats for the time. I think the 2 CD singles, the 7-inch and a 12-inch picture disc, was just what the fans wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it was spot on, because we hadn't had a picture disc since the little Easter 7-inch one.
I'm interrupting for a second. I've lost my
chronology.
That's the one. Was this after Holidays in Eden?
This was the year after Holidays and 2 years before Brave. Yeah.
Looking back now as their manager, they were, and I know you're going to do No One Can on a separate podcast, but I know they were so fucked off with EMI dropping the ball on No One Can as a single. I think they were probably like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know if that had any bearing on what their feelings were for doing a single from maybe they were like, well, what's the point in giving you something that's ours that we've written, because you're just going to fuck it up, so maybe just do a cover version, and that they wouldn't earn much money
for.
Yeah.
Because if we give you something we love and you fuck it up, do you know what I mean? I don't know, and I'm probably speaking out of turn, and
No,
I'll have to ask them. I'll have to ask them whether that had any bearing, but I know it would for me.
Yeah. I think it was timing as well, because
I have a feeling that Kimsey wasn't available for long, was he?
But also, if you look at where they were touring, they toured Holidays in Eden pretty much up to mid-December, and they were touring again from end of February, I think. That's when the US tour for Holidays in Eden.
Yeah. Well, then maybe, let's just
and sort of we've got 6 weeks, and the way that the speed that they write at, it probably would be.
Sorry, what do you mean, Jim?
Really?
Because they're famed for knocking things out really quickly.
I think
No, you're
quicker.
right. You're absolutely right, and I'm wrong. So it's fine.
No.
I think probably. I think you're right. I think
there's an element of both. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what we think of the Sympathy single.
Time for Mikey's charts.
Time for Mikey's chart positions from the 1992 chart, and then we will end with Lucy reciting the lyrics.
Right then, a couple of little factoids. This was their highest charting single since 1987's Incommunicado, which got to number 6. And it wasn't beaten again until 2004 single release, You're Gone, which got to number 7. So it came in at 17, dropped to 20, then dropped to 53, and out of the charts. It was the 5th highest new entry that week. They came in at 17. At number 15 was Eat Yourself Whole by Kingmaker.
I love that song.
Yeah, I hadn't actually heard that in so long, and I played it again today. I probably haven't heard it since 1992, in all fairness. At number 11 was The Levelers with their 15 Years EP. With strangely, their logo had just changed the year before to 3 letters per line in a square box.
Yeah, it was a bit similar, wasn't it?
Funny that. At number 10, Keep On Walking by CC Peniston. And at number 2 was Knocking on Heaven's Door by Guns N' Roses. I won't bore you with the top 10 because it's bloody awful. But at number 1 was KWS with Please Don't Go.
Oh, I remember that.
Please don't go.
Yeah, that's the one.
Don't go.
You can do the lyrics to that if you want, but
They might be quite nice. You don't know. Well, then I shall read the lyrics.
Okie doke.
Now, when you climb into your bed tonight and when you lock and bolt the door, just think of those out in the cold and dark, because there's not enough love to go round. No, there's not enough love to go round. And sympathy is what we need, my friends. And sympathy is what we need. And sympathy is what we need, my friends, because there's not enough love to go round. No, there's not enough love to go round. Half the world hates the other half, and half the world has all the food, and half the world lies down and quietly starves because there's not enough love to go round. No, there's not enough love to go round. And sympathy is what we need, my friends, and sympathy is what we need. And sympathy is what we need, my friends, because there's not enough love to go round. No, there's not enough love to go round.
Beautifully read.
And how true.
Absolutely.
Yes, I was
Very
thinking that, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
H
Now,
would
I'm no
have put more
mathematician.
words, I think, but very H lyric.
They are, aren't they? They very much are. Now, I'm no mathematician, but there was 3 halves going on there.
3 halves. Half the world hates the other half, and half the world has all food, and half the world lies down and quietly starves. Oh yeah, but there's 2 halves really, isn't it? Half the world hates the other half. That's half and half. Half the world has all the food, and half the world lies down and quietly starves. So it's 2.
That's the half who doesn't have a dude.
Oh, I don't care.
It's
Be
still a great.
nice to each other.
Yes, exactly. It's a great lyric. So that's Sympathy. That's our charting the single version of Sympathy. Thank you very much for listening. If you've enjoyed the podcast, please like and subscribe. And you'll get podcasts straight into your inbox when they come out. We'll be back soon with another charting the single, looking at No One Can re-release. But for now, I just want to thank Lucy Jordache for joining us.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, James Levey.
Thank you.
Thank you, James. Thank you, Mark McCormac.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Nathan Page.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nathan just asked me a question while I'm wrapping up
Yes,
the
it
pod.
did.
But yes, it did. Mikey, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
And thank you to my podcast other half, Craig.
Well, thank you, young sir. Yes, Nathan's just corrected us that that dry land did indeed actually have a picture disc. Yes, so that was a nice format back then. There you go.
There you go. It's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Take care.
And stay alive. Thanks for listening to Planet Marzipan Podcast. Please like and subscribe from whichever platform you get your podcasts from. You can contact us at planetmarzipanpodcast@gmail.com and check out marillion.com, fishmusic.scot for all the good stuff.